All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Relocation Football, except this time, obviously, if you remember, the switch up it's the MNFL. It's the Multinational Football League. I will not be joined by my friend Ice this time, as he has declined to commentate for this video, but, of course, without many interruptions, I'll try to get this done without many. Kind of just doing this out of my room right now, so. All right, let's get right into it. You know what you came for? You know what you're gonna stay for? Let's do it. Accidentally hit next play, but oh wow, what a return right there. Coming out of the Monarchs, and Caleb Williams comes out for the Monarchs. 75 overall, 86 speed, 62 awareness. That's been kind of a problem for them that might be a problem for them in the future. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and sim to the end of the game. I'll be in commentary, of course, and enjoy. All right, Caleb Williams goes out there for his first snap. He's gonna get the ability to pass it, and it's caught. Tight end could not turn up field. Results in a first down, nevertheless. A lot of expectations for Caleb Williams as the #1 overall pick in Season 1, as we have a run for only 2 yards, so it'll be second and 8, excuse me. Now, that gain had no scrimmage yards. We're going to go 3rd and 8. Pass is nearly intercepted by the linebacker for the Shamrocks, as that will result in 4th down. They'll punt this one just inside the 40 in opposing territory, and yeah, this one's going to sail out of bounds at the 7, so not too good field position for Levis, as we'll see how this works out. Will Levis starts off 71 overall, 80 speed, and once again, 62 awareness, so you kind of see a trend between these quarterbacks here for Memphis and Seattle. Just a lot to improve on, but not right there. That was brilliant. Pass completion deep downfield to get him out of that end zone area. So about a 20-yard lob right there for Levis, as it will get them the first down and much more. Much needed breathing room, and they just keep adding the chunk yards. This one to the 40, as we will look at 1st and 10. Pass is caught, and this will be the first drive they've gone without, or the first play, excuse me, that they have not gotten a first down on. So kind of 2 for 1 on that, or 1 for 2, however you want to say it, 2 for 3. My bad. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's a huge injury on the defensive line. See Montez Sweat in pain, grimacing over there on the sideline. Not a great look if you're the Monarchs. First down for the Shamrocks, however, and he gets blasted as soon as he catches that ball. Still going to result in the first down. I believe that's Calvin Ridley for 6 yards. So 2nd and 4. Immediately gets this one out to his receiver on the left side of the field. 3rd and 1. Looking to keep this drive going. Should be pretty much manageable right here. Quick pass, incomplete. 4th and 1 and a decision for the Shamrocks. They're going to punt here as Memphis and Seattle both stall on their first drives. This one goes out towards the 15, so couldn't quite angle it like the Monarchs. But it is still pretty crappy field position if you are the Monarchs. 15-yard line, which means Caleb Williams, well, here he's going to hand it off, and it's just not doing any favors. 2-yard loss brings up 2nd and 12. DeAndre Swift on the attempt. There is 2nd and 12. Williams. Pass is caught, and they gain it all back with some extra. 1st and 10 to the 26. We have an injury timeout once again, and it's another Monarch. Man, the conditioning coaches are going to have a serious talk after this one. It's only the first quarter, and we've seen 2 Monarchs go out of the game here. This pass is caught. Results in 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Monty Hooker on the catch there. 2nd and 6. 30-yard line. This pass out to DeAndre Swift. He gets trucked. And it'll be enough to get them the 3rd down, but it is enough. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm on one day. It's 4th down now. What I was trying to say on that previous drive is, they just haven't gotten much room for error there. They needed to get reasonable yards, and they did so, but they weren't able to capitalize on the next play. I would have been able to say something about if I didn't stutter like Porky Pig. But this one will necessitate a call to the punt team. 34-yard line. This kick is underway, and this one received at the 25, brings it out to the 33. Not a terrible game, but also not very good. Neithertheless, it's the 33-yard line. Pretty decent field position as this run by Tony Pollard rewards them with 11 yards, and they are getting chippy on the field. Memphis beating Seattle in total yards. 1st and 10. Tony Pollard trying to pull maybe a Le'Veon Bell. Didn't exactly work. He just kind of got too shifty back there. And that wasn't fully focused. Bunch set for the Shamrocks now, as this is going to be another run, but another failed attempt. 3rd and 8. Empty backfield for Levis. Pressure coming. He's got it. 1st and 10 to the 25. That's a Quaro, and he gets it to the opposing 25. Unbelievable right there. Took a shot. Okonkwo, is able to hold on to that. And it results in 1st and 10, once again at the 25. So your handoff here goes to the outside, and they'll gain 8 yards out of that. pretty good chunk plays so far for Memphis, and I can see I'm getting a touchdown here. This drive has gone pretty well. Levis chucks it. He's got it. 1st and 10 to the 12. So if they want 1st and goal, they're practically going to have to get a touchdown. 2-yard line where the first yard marker stands. Levis to pass. Enzo diving attempt, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 here at the 12. Levis, handoff, middle, touchdown, Tony Pollard! And the Shamrocks get on the board first. They were the lower ranked team in this matchup coming into it, which classic reminder that this does not mean that they're going to win, but it does give them a pretty good advantage right there. This kick is up and good for the extra point. Shamrock scoring summary, 8 plays, 67 yards. Quite a bit of time taken off there. I want to say it said maybe like 3 minutes or so, as this goes back to St. Louis. Sorry, I was saying Seattle. Wrong place. But yes, St. Louis will take over first here at the 27. As Swift just not able to get anything here. You see Sweat on the other side of the ball. That's the Shamrocks. Now I haven't seen much of Montez Sweat since the first quarter, so something could definitely be wrong there. So 3rd and 5. Williams, crossing route. He's got it. And just refuses to go down, which otherwise would be pretty good, but they're going to run no huddle because they got to get down that field quick, and it's a sack. Jerome Baker. 2nd and 17. This pass, and oh man, Caleb Williams is getting rocked back there. Jerome Baker once again. So the blitz getting home. 3rd and extra long now. Here's a run to end their drive. That was not going anywhere. So DeAndre Swift goes for -1 yards there as this kick is up and away. Catch this one at the 21. He only gets 4 yards on the return. So Tony Pollard, 5 rushes, 33 yards, and a tutty to his name. As we have what would have been the average start in literally any time before 20 or this season. Excuse me. I'm trying to relate it to a year here. 2nd and 10. Little over a minute left. Fires. His pass is caught. And it's the tight end. And I've seen this a lot. I mean, right here you have your catches most of the time going to a tight end, as it seems here in this first slew of games. As Johnson will be the man on tackle. That's his 5th one today. And with 21 seconds left, the Monarchs believe that is their final timeout. Or, I'm sorry, this one. Where am I looking? Memphis is the one to use it. 2nd and 6. Pressure, Levis. Out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd and 6. So Caleb Williams could get another shot with relatively no time left. Levis again chucks this one out of bounds. I don't know what he's looking for here. I don't necessarily see a wide receiver in the vicinity unless we're talking inside the 15 there, but that pass might have been back towards the 25. Is this kick is going to be a touchback. 4 seconds left for St. Louis. And they'll consider it a kneel down situation. So St. Louis trailing by 1 possession to end the first half. We will not look at halftime. Once again, this is something that's just well, excuse me. I guess we do have a halftime since it won't let me skip over this. Not very interesting. As you can see, Montreal Mounties, Snowhawks. That was a game we covered. In case you're wondering, the real score was 13-10. San Antonio Black Knights and the Memphis Sentinels. They have their game yet to come, and while we're in Memphis,
At 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one up one another.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. And it's a nice return.
sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just a
Shy of the 35.
little technological problem there.
Offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half.
As it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Levis brings his tight end across here. Oh, they tried the flea flicker, didn't work. That was an interesting call right there, but we do have another injury timeout. This one is Johnson, the cornerback for the Monarchs. This run right here goes to 3rd and 12. Levis passes, it's caught, and they'll say they got back to what was the original line of scrimmage, but other than that, shut down on the first offensive drive. 4th and 10 here as the kick up and done.
That punt goes 63 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Swift goes nowhere. We've kind of seen that become a theme in this matchup. A big play right there on defense. Excuse me, I was dealing with something. I believe that sack was made by Sweat. So Williams scrambling out of the pocket. Can he get somewhere? No, he's sacked once again. And the Shamrocks will deliver justice right there for what happened earlier as The St. Louis Monarchs gonna have to kick this one away once again inside their own 10 with the punt. And it is a boot to midfield, setting up the Shamrocks pretty well to take a commanding lead here. 2-possession lead in the second half is definitely something this team wants. Back to the line of scrimmage. 1 second.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Looking Levis. Connects with a man. And he's going to get him down at the 22. Big play for Memphis. And the Shamrocks get within scoring distance there. Great arm strength being shown there by Levis. A bullet pass goes for about 40 yards or so. Now they're out at the 22. Handoff. Shrugs a tackle. And it's going to be 3 yards on the gain. Like I said, they are within scoring range. So either way, this could be a 2-possession ball game without a turnover. The big part here. Levis, end zone, incomplete. That's the second shot he's taken today. Just can't get nothing there. We do see Sweat is back and getting shippy. 3rd and 7. Levis. Slip screen. Pollard! Oh, just barely misses the end zone. But it will be a 1st and goal for Memphis. First and goal here. Pass out wide. Caught. Touchdown, Shamrocks. And Okonkwo with the connection. An incredible scoring summary waiting here as they've taken up almost the entire 3rd quarter to score here. 7 plays, just over 50 yards in about 3 minutes chewed. I'm sorry, 2 minutes 55 if you want to be. I forgot what I was saying there. Caleb Williams will come out now for the Monarchs. And they have not had a pleasant day. Under 50 yards as a team. And this pass across the middle will be caught. About 9 yards. Been about as eventful for this game as they've gotten. So on 2nd and 1, we're going to have to wait for the play. 4th quarter upcoming. Okonkwo gets in the end zone. Pollard's got one, but Caleb Williams looking to put one on the board for his team. 14-0. As we have 6 minutes left here in the final, like I said, the final 6 minutes. You're looking to put some points on the board, but the Shamrocks coming in on their high horse, and reasonably so, but another Monarch hurt in this matchup. That's like the 5th one today. So again, the conditioning coach is probably going to get ripped after this one. 3rd and 8. Williams. Pass is caught. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Yeah, that's DJ Moore. As it'll be 1st and 10 at the 44. Kind of rhyming there. Williams, pass out. Excuse me, right is caught. DeAndre Swift, been a reliable running back in some parts of this game. Most of the game, though, he's been kind of sluggish, I would say, as Seattle, I keep saying Seattle, St. Louis marching down the field now. Williams with time, fires, it's caught! Keenan Allen with the reception, and to the 22-yard line they go. So, finally getting within scoring distance with 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Not the best time, but I mean, they'll take it right now. They got to score, and that doesn't help. Another sack. The 5th one today for the Shamrocks. Unbelievable. Caleb Williams, understandably upset after that one. 2nd and 19. Williams fires across, and it's caught. 3rd and 8 now, looming. Big play in this matchup, and it's a contested ball, but it'll be incomplete. Great work by Wouzier to get that ball away from the receiver, and they're going to go for it here. 4th and 8. Big play. End zone once again. Incomplete. Middle linebacker had to pick up. Loose parts there. As Levis operating in his own side of the field now. 20-yard line. They can kind of just run this one out. I mean, it's 2 possessions. You aren't necessarily going to get, well, it is a possibility that you could get 2 possessions with scores here, but with how St. Louis's offense has been working today, it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. The first real turnover happened right there, as it was a turnover on downs. So 3rd and 5 as we hit the 2-minute warning here in St. Louis in the home opener for the Monarchs. Man, it's just not working to their advantage. 3rd and 5, Levis with a completion to Okonkwo, and that should just about put the nail in the coffin. Memphis will walk out of here victorious today, as they're just going to run this clock out now. Tony Pollard looking to maybe get a stat pat here. Monarchs still think that they've got a chance. Here's a timeout taken. Excuse my brother's language in the background. 2nd and 10 to the 40. Levis gets his pass out wide. And 3rd down. No timeouts left for St. Louis. And I'm sorry for butchering their name throughout this entire thing, but yeah, I mean, my pronunciation of St. Louis has been Seattle this entire time, and I mean, honestly, they haven't looked like St. Louis throughout this matchup, as this one will be a touchback. They got a minute with 1 second just over, as it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Williams got to add his own little zip to this game. Somehow throws this one out. Just kept running backwards. That could have been catastrophic for the Monarchs. Right there, taking a safety. And this is just hopeful scoring. What they're hoping for, as this one's chucked out of bounds. Williams trying to converse with his coach on the sideline. Doesn't know exactly what's going on, as it'll be 3rd and 10. Williams passes deep, and it's caught. They go no huddle here. Williams scrambles out. Looking, and just slings that one. That's a common one for the CPU to do. As this franchise goes, I'll try to fix little things here and there to make the franchise more enjoyable. That'll have to probably be one of them. So 1st and 10 at the with 17 seconds left. They are just past the 50 in the enemy territory at the 49, and this pass isn't going to go anywhere. And the Monarchs suffer the first blowout of the season, 14-0. Shamrocks feeling great after this one. I mean, just an incredible performance defensively, and definitely at points, I would say offensively. Just a great showing for them. Conquo, probably your offensive player of the game here today, as he caught a touchdown pass for Levis. And how about this defense, man? I gotta say, the Shamrocks defense, if they keep shaping up like that every week, you'll see more of these blowouts day by day. And this one, an upset on paper, but didn't look like it. As we will be doing two more matchups. After this one, we're taking our 30-minute break because I do have to eat really quick. But we'll see you in the next one. Oh, quick QB recap. 1 touchdown, 170 yards approximately for Will Levis. 73.9 completion percentage. But Caleb Williams, no touchdowns, 140 with 65% flat. As that pretty much explains this game. She couldn't get past the sacks, but yeah, going to go eat now. More games up and coming. Thanks for watching.